it's a weird time, and I feel kind of weird even caring about my Wyld Weight situation. However, I do think it's really important to still have goals and forward momentum and to still have a purpose and to still push yourself to be better. And what better time than now? So I can't help but address what's going on. Everyone knows the coronavirus is happening and people are freaking out. The gyms are closed. My salon is closed. Like everywhere's very shut down right now, and we're kind of told to be like stuck in our houses for a little bit, limit contact, all the things, as you already know. But obviously this affects my regimen. I have a regimen. I do things that help me reach my goals. We all do things that help us reach our goals, and those things, now we have to find a way to be a little bit more creative. And that is not a bad thing. It's an opportunity for us to sit down, self-analyze, and make a new plan. It is possible. We are resilient and we are resourceful, and we can still get to where we want to go, even if we're stuck at home for a little bit, especially when it comes to weight loss. We have so many resources, which I'll discuss in a little bit. But for right now, I'm gonna tell you about last week, March 11th through 17th. So I always have my plan. This is kind of what it looks like. It's one full page written out. That's backwards for you, I think, sorry. Okay, so basically I did everything that I was supposed to do except for last Wednesday, because I went to the chiropractor and she told me not to run. So I didn't, but what I did do, and I'm very proud of myself, is I tacked that goal for Wednesday onto the following day. So I technically did 2 goals, and not technically, I did it. I did 2 goals in one day, and I pushed myself really hard and I got it done. It was a freaking amazing. I did everything on my list until yesterday because the gym was closed. So I had to switch it up a little bit. So Tuesday, yesterday, was the first day of self-quarantine. And so what I did is I used YouTube as a resource. YouTube has so many at-home exercises, so many at-home yoga situations. Both studios in town, Tula and Holos, they're doing like online courses right now where you can just click their like little live button, like I think it was Zoom that they're trying to use. And that's really cool to be able to pop on there when they're doing it, do yoga with them still. And then of course, if you do that, they do like accept donations and stuff to help keep the small business running. However, I was using YouTube yesterday, and then I have a long driveway-ish, but it's really steep. So I did 10 sprints up, walk down. Just like up, down, and it was really difficult. Like I found myself, because it was so cold outside, I started to like cough. I'm like, oh no, people are gonna think I'm sick, but I was just using my lungs in a different way. So I'm proud of myself for utilizing the resources that I have and still getting a good workout in. It is probably not going to yield the same results as the gym, but let's see what happens. It's way better than just lying in bed being depressed or scared. Like I'm still doing the things, and I think it's very important to have that forward thinking. Like my goals are still there as of right now. This is only a 2-week quarantine, so what about after that? We need to think like after that. What better time to focus on your health than right now? Like this is an opportunity where you can either choose to eat all the shit foods and to lie down all day and watch Netflix, or you can get a good workout in, make healthy choices, keep your body, your vessel healthy so you're less susceptible to sickness, more apt to help people because you're physically strong and well. Which one of those would you want more? Because I'm not saying that you can't lay down and watch Netflix or eat a shit food here and there, but ultimately, what feels better for your body, how you nourish it and how you move it, it matters. So pay attention to those things. Don't let this kind of like world scenario stop you from your health. That's important, guys. Ooh, so last week was also cleanse week. I did 1 full week of the full cleanse, except for on Saturday I had cake tasting. It was my dad's like death anniversary, the 3 years of his passing, and I wanted to do something positive with my husband to kind of flush out the bad memories of that particular date. So that was a challenge for myself because I don't like to waste food or money. I love sugar, and it was like an experience. So normally I would have eaten everything in front of me or taken it home. And I would have used that full day as an excuse to eat bad all day. Who cares? I had cake for breakfast. I'm gonna do it anyway. Nope, not this time. I saw all the cake in front of me. I like took little bites and samples until we found our perfect concoction. And then I did not take any home. And the whole rest of the day, I ate according to the cleanse. Now, there's something, I feel very proud of that because I push myself to be different, to make better choices, and I prove to myself that it is possible and it is okay. Now, another thing about the cleanse, like it was very difficult to give up sugar, dairy, red meat, coffee, anything processed. It was difficult to do that, but I kept telling myself, it's only a week, it's only a week. Just like the challenges that we're faced with today. In societally, like we have a 2-week freeze. It's only 2 weeks, it's only 2 weeks, it's only 2 weeks. It's gonna be okay, it's gonna pass. And then we get to evolve because of the situations that we go through. Now back to the cleanse. I did it successfully. I even had the cake tasting, and I lost 4 pounds from that Monday to that Monday on being strict cleanse. And these are my accomplishments that I'm gonna list. I lost 4 pounds. I didn't overeat or have like a cheat day. I went with the flow, and I tried not to stress. Like normally I would just freak out, but I went with the flow a little bit. I went to hot Pilates. It was real hard and real fun and a real challenge, and I was really sweaty, and it was awesome. It's something I would like to incorporate when we're able to go back to our yoga studios. And I've been utilizing at-home yoga and stretching every night. I have had no coffee for 2 weeks, and I have this like natural energy, even though all this shit is happening around us. This is a big one, guys. I canceled my trip to the Bahamas. Like, if you know me at all, you know that travel is how I refuel. It's how I reset. It's like an eye-opening experience for me. It's just so nice to absorb the sun and to just serve myself, like fill my own cup instead of serving other people with like the business and just how I run my life. I canceled that trip, and that was a very hard decision for me to make, but ultimately I have to do what is best for the general public and be as responsible as possible. So I canceled it and I closed the business. So I'm doing my due diligence. I'm still taking coaching clients. If you happen to come here for coaching, you must stay on your seat over there, and no hugs at the end. If you cry, I will have tissues and everything like set up for you on that side. Coaching clients only, and of course everything is like super sanitized. And then if they do order us to not have like limit public contact even more, then I will only offer coaching online and through here. So just know that as of right now, mental health is very important. Your general health is very important. So my job still remains. I still feel like it is. If I'm still allowing a few people a day into my home to do coaching. So there is that. Whew. All right. So that was last week's plan, last week's accomplishments. Everything went really well there. This week is different. This week is different because no gym, and also we need to be focused on like the food that we have. I'm not going to venture out to the grocery stores. I have plenty of food here. I'm going to eat my fresh food first. If there's anything that's about ready to turn, you know, like broccoli, stuff like that, it gets kind of soft. What I will do is I'll blanch it in water just until that color pops, and then you lay it out, kind of pat it dry, and then put it in the freezer for later. So I'm going to eat like I normally would for health. I'm not going to use this as an excuse to eat Hot Pockets and taquitos and all that stuff, because that's not what's good for my body. In this time, I'm still focused on weight loss, and it's really important for all of us as a whole to focus on our actual health. So when it comes to eating, I'm still gonna prepare all my foods. I got requested to do a what I eat in a day, so I'll add that here as well. And I make batch food, and so whatever I make normally lasts me all week anyway. But it's really important to eat your fresh food first, then dip into your freezer food, then have your canned food and dried food there for if something weird were to happen. It's really important. Like if you were to get anything at the grocery store, make sure you have like oatmeal, rice, protein powder, like canned meats, canned vegetables, canned fruits. So you're still getting nutrients. Make sure you have your vitamins. Make sure you have water, like flashlights, batteries. Like think about how much toilet paper you actually use per number that you go, like 1 or 2. You don't need 500 packs of toilet paper, just a few will do. And if you happen to run out of that, that's what old clothes are for. You can cut them up, use them, and dispose of them in a garbage can, not your toilet. Also, with all of these large purchases, you guys, make sure you're being responsible with how you dispose of all the plastics and the canned goods. Like that can be recycled. So make sure you're doing your part to not only like save yourself, but also try to save the world. It's the little things that truly do matter. And I know it's easy to be like, I'm just one person, it doesn't affect me, I can't do enough, blah, blah, blah. Yes, you can. You, we are responsible, and our community needs to like step up and do what's right for ourselves, our community, and our environment. So just remember that. So with this week, I'm gonna take some pressure off myself. There's a lot more stress. There's a lot of change. I have to self-adjust and self-analyze about what's important to me, how I'm going to still do it, and instead of viewing it as like, I don't know what to do because the gym is closed. No, it's an opportunity for us to be creative. Our workouts are gonna look different. The way we eat may look different. The way that we feel may feel different, and that's okay. We will honor those things, but we're also going to be all right. We're gonna get through this. Alrighty. If you have any requests for what kind of videos you would like to see or information that you would want to hear or learn about, please let me know. I will do my best to make all the videos that are requested of me. I have a little more time on my hands with the salon being closed, so it would be actually kind of fun, and it's a good distraction, and also it'll be nice to be able to put out content that's helpful to people. So on to the next week. My trip is canceled, so I don't necessarily have a weight loss goal for the trip anymore, but I'm still going to post like what your body can do in a 7-week period. Even if you're not like militant, because a 6-week goal you could shred out, but I was very kind to myself and loving, and I ate in abundance, and I ate well, and I didn't work out to the point of fatigue. Like I did everything, a softer approach to weight loss, what your body or what my body can accomplish. Oh, and then also because I had a routine and a regimen that I followed, I did a word swap there. So instead of a regimented workout that I have to do, I have rituals. And just those 2 words, one of them is very like strong and I have to do it. And then rituals, it's just a thing that you can incorporate into your life. Those things are important to you that you add into your day. Whereas a routine is like, you have to do it in a certain order. It is your routine. And if your order is messed up, your life is messed up. But if you have rituals that you just incorporate into your day when you have time, that's a much softer, loving approach to self-care. So sometimes it's just about switching the words so you can switch your emotion behind it. Okay, that's all my tips for this week. On to the next week. Stay safe, stay healthy, make good choices, and I will talk to you later.